Hi everyone, it's Mwadi Jabinga. This is not a regular Live by Design show. I had an epiphany this morning and I didn't want to wait until next Tuesday to share it with you. I have my baseball cap on because I just came back from a run and my hair is a little jacked up. I don't want you to see that, but it's cool. And you might hear some birds chirping because I'm not taping from my usual isolated space. But I wanted to share very quickly this epiphany that I had this morning. I almost didn't go for my run this morning because I stayed up pretty late last night and I didn't get to bed until about midnight. Usually I go to bed around 10 so I can get up at 4. This morning I got up way past my regular time and told myself I didn't have time to run. And I had committed earlier this week that I was going to start running 3 times per week no matter what. And so it was a little battle for me to actually get my sneakers on, get my shirt out, and get out the door. It took me a lot of inner talk. And as I was running, I really started to reflect about how much we allow excuses to stand in the way of what it is that we say that we want. I'm too old, I'm too poor, I'm too fat, I don't know what I'm doing, blah, 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 the list goes on. And it occurred to me that people who are successful in pursuing their goals do not allow changing circumstances to take them off of their commitment. They do not allow the changing circumstances or challenges that might come up to keep them from really pushing forward and going for what they want. It's easy for us to be on point with our food, with our eating, with whatever it is that we say that we want to do when everything is going well. The challenge is, how do we move forward in those times when things are not going so well, when we oversleep or we get unexpected bad news or something happens that makes us go off course. So I committed to myself this morning that I'm drawing a line in the sand between mediocrity and myself. And I've talked about this before, but I really feel it differently in my body, in my spirit. Today I feel it very differently. And I'm challenging you and I'm encouraging you to come on this side of the line too. And to separate yourself from people who are addicted to this idea of complaining, addicted to this idea that they can't have what they want or that life is just so terrible and blah, 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 blah. We need to knock it off already. So if you're somebody who really wants something, no matter what that thing may be, go for it. Stop allowing these little excuses, the little setbacks, the little challenges, the unforeseen circumstances to push you off of your goal. Right? Today I probably had one of the best runs that I've had since I got back on my track, only because I was motivated by something a little bit deeper, this awareness of how I sometimes sabotage myself and the fact that I have the ability to course correct. So enough with the excuses already, you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's tired. It's played out. I get sick of hearing myself make excuses, and I most certainly get sick of being around people who have an excuse for everything. Is life challenging? Of course. That's part of the human experience. That's part of the human condition. Is life always fair? I don't even know what that means. Sometimes it just is what it is. But within the awareness of that isness, you still got to get stuff done within the parameters of whatever challenges or oppression or obstacles you may feel that you're facing, or you may actually really be experiencing. You still have to get stuff done. There are people who came before us who had less than us, who had more challenges ahead of them than we have right now, who were able to achieve because they made a decision that they were going to commit and not get bogged down in all these excuses. So that was my first sort of thought for the morning that I had to share with you all. I'm drawing a line in the sand, you all. And I am inviting you to come to this side of the line with me. And I am asking you to bear witness for me so that those of you who know me very well, if you see me about to put my big toe over that line of mediocrity, you tap me on the shoulder. And I'm inviting those of you who really truly want better for yourself, I'm inviting you to come on over here because I'm going to tap you on the shoulder too. The second piece for me that I decided that I sort of came to this morning when I was running is that I've made a decision that my health, my wellness, and my spiritual development, those things are now my top priority. And everything else has to have to fall in line, have to be squeezed into that space. It used to be the flip for me, whereby I used to pencil in my workouts like I would any other meeting or any other thing that was important to me so I could squeeze it into my life so I could make room for it. I'm flipping. There's a paradigm shift that's happening for me mentally whereby it's no longer about making room for my health, my wellness, my spirituality. Now that's the main course of my life, and everything else who I'm going to be in relationship with, who I'm not going to be in relationship with, where I'm going to work, where I'm not going to work, who I'm going to coach, who I'm not going to coach. All of that stuff has to fit into this way of being now. All of that stuff, those decisions will be made based on the extent to which they are in alignment with my goals in my health, my wellness, and my spirituality. I have to make sure that the temple is on point, and I have to make sure that the spirit that is housed within this temple is on point. And that for me is a real shift, because it used to be a little bit the other way around. I would sort of try to fit it in. I would do my spiritual work to set my tone for the day. And now I really understand that that has to be my theme for my life. So as I was running, I thought to myself, how many other people out there sort of struggle with this whole decisions, excuses, and are feeling stuck sometimes because we allow the excuses to set in. All right, y'all need to knock that off. And I know this doesn't sound very spiritual, or I maybe don't sound as loving as I usually do, but I read on somebody's Facebook page the other day that sometimes it's better to be slapped with the truth than kissed with a lie. So consider yourself slapped, because I've been slapped too by reality. Drop the excuses, you guys. Enough is enough. You want to be small, that's fine. But don't tie up my telephone lines. Don't tie up my Facebook timelines. Don't tie up my airwaves with your decision to stay in that mediocrity, to stay in that space. Every single person that is looking at this right now, every single one of you were sent to this planet to fulfill a divine purpose. Now, if you choose to fulfill that purpose, I'm with you. I'm here to support you. If you choose to be stingy and sit on your gifts and not really strive to be the best of who you were sent here to be, that's your business too. But you do that over there on that other side. I can't have that in my space anymore, because I'm trying to come up higher. I made that decision. It really sat in. It settled in my spirit. It settled in my bones today. And I'm really excited about that. And I want you to be excited about your life too. Stop making excuses. Just get it done. If you need help, get help. If you need support, get support. We all fall down from time to time, but you have to get up. It's easy. It's easy to be on task when the sun is shining. But when the clouds come rolling in, you still have to be equally committed to your purpose, to your dream, to your vision for what you want. I had that awareness sort of just took me over today. And I'm walking around now with this real excitement, this real energy, and I want you to have that too. Y'all, come on already. So excuses, we have to let them go. We got to drop them if you really want what you say you want. Now, if you're cool with your status quo, then be cool with your status quo. Then stop lying and say you want other stuff. Because I know two things. The excuses are not part of any success formula that I've ever read. The second thing that I know is that the universe is not going to hook you up. You have to do the work. So if you're ready to do the work, if you really want what it is that you say that you want, do the work. Stop making excuses. I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to myself. We were meant to do powerful, wonderful things in this world on various stages, in various roles. It's time to get about the business. All right? Drop the excuses. Don't let circumstances, don't let challenges take you from your commitment. Commit. All right? I know, like I said, that doesn't sound very nice, but I'm kind of amped today, and I just had to get that out. All right? You all have a great weekend. Try to think of how you might be allowing excuses to take over your life and keep you from your goals. And see if there are a couple of things that you can do, just 3 things you can do this weekend to get yourself back on track. Okay, that's my commitment for myself, and that's my wish for you. All right, I will see you next week. In the meantime, have a fabulous day. Be fabulous, okay? And drop the excuses. That's it. See you later. Bye.